Good evening. My name is Edward Chu. Welcome to the fourth video in a video series I'm creating to really create a journal record of this process that I'm going through building a coaching business. The goal of that is to build a successful coaching business and let those of you who participate in viewing to see that you can do that for yourself. And I'm going to be fully transparent and share everything. What are some steps that I've taken since the last time I posted a video? I am blessed to be part of a coaching organization led by some tremendous coaches. And I've been working with the founder for well over 6 years. And he does one-on-one coaching. And he has also created a group of very select business leaders who are invited into this group. And I asked my coach if I had his permission to reach out to each member. It's probably about 30 to 40 members comprised or broken down into several groups. And in my group, I know all the members, but I don't know everybody in the community. But what I do know is it's a very special community. And I really want to get to know each and every member of that community. That's what started me on this thought process. And my initial intention was to be curious, get to know that person, to see if there was an opportunity to provide value, and to also practice putting my attention on the other. Because as a coach, that is one of my weaknesses. I tend to revert back to putting some focus on me. And that's a pattern I'd like to break. And what better way to do that than to connect with really cool people? And then I realized these are business leaders. What if I asked them if they had any employees or friends that they could refer, those who are not a fit for my coach's organization? Um, and so I made that ask, and I made a second ask. This organization vets everybody they will consider in creating an engagement with. And my second ask was, for those who you didn't find to be a fit, would you refer those to me? And making that ask burned. It was scary. And I did it. And Friday night, I got a very wonderful call that I had permission. And in that call, I was celebrated for getting ready to start a new journey. And I was called up and reminded very clearly that I have to be very clear about my coaching methodology. I'm going to have to build a website and create and build those things. And I hadn't started. And I was like, and it poked me. So I've done that. I've also taken to heart what my coach said, and I spent a good amount of time over the past 2 days creating the verbiage for my website, getting crystal clear about my coaching methodology, what my clients look like. And I'm learning something about movement. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to share with you something that I wrote in my journal. I see things differently as I press into taking the best action I can see from where I'm at. It doesn't really matter if it tangibly helps. It's about putting my energy of commitment into action. And in that committed action, ideas come, energy flows, and I have more motivation, possibility, and hope. I am seeing that movement begets movement. And I'm creating a new pattern. something that's going to build. I'm confident it's going to happen. I'm going to have challenges. I'm going to have frustrations, but I'm not going to take my foot off the gas pedal. And what I also journaled about was my old pattern because I see it. I see it crystal clear and I see how it keeps me stuck. And I just want to share it to see if it resonates with any of you out there. First, I want to see things happen fast. I want my coaching business to be launching next week. And I have a little note to myself, let this go. This is too needy. It's full of lack energy. When I don't see a clear action that moves the needle, it triggers fear. Fear thoughts and stories swirl around in my head. You aren't enough. You don't have the network. You don't have what it takes, which then causes my motivation and energy to act crash. I don't know if that was articulated well, but my motivation and energy crashes. I have no energy to act, no motivation to act. And instead, I do something that's comfortable. I make excuses and I avoid. No effing more. I ended with I commit to acting on every day where I have space. Find something that aligns in some way and do it. So that's what I'm doing. I I, appre- I appreciate and thank those of you who have stumbled upon this video and watched it. And I hope you'll tune in for the future videos as I continue walking down this road and this journey. And maybe next video, I'll share some of the things I plan to put on my website. I don't know, but now that I've said it, I feel challenged to do it. Thank you and have a great evening.